Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Me respectable listeners and viewers, right na Radio Land, Voice of Salon Radio 91.9 FM. And also now the look we from Facebook, na Voice of Salon Television, and also Al Mu'min Islamic Multimedia Facebook page, and also we mobile app and we website again. One for say Salaam Alaikum to Una as we on the do programs them earlier today. We get another set of program we can do before the Juma. Inshallah, we get we guest again. We Sheikh now the studio. We go introduce himself. Sheikh, Salaam Alaikum.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala barakatuhu. Mina brother Muhammadan Abdul Karim Blah, one of the young Islamic presenters in SL.
Okay, one for tell and plenty thank you. We did with we in the studio today. We honor this invitation. As stand against we, one for give Sheikh the podium. Let tell we whose reminder or whose advice we get for we today. Sure.
All right. Just like you say, busy like that, we don't get time. Time just a fly now. Catch up with the Juma prayers through the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Busy like ta'ala, we not get time again. Few days to Ramadan through the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All this while ulamazem big karmoko them across the globe, that is across the dunya, they don't discuss, they don't try for digress a topic titled Alistic Baru Ramadan, women say preparation for Ramadan through the mercy of Allah. So we don't give serious attention to then different presentations them now them various places of we ulamazem through the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We learn for say indeed the preparation for Ramadan na taqwa through the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and taqwa gets a lot for do it we be easy like ta'ala. So if for prepare for Ramadan and for make we get the consciousness of the Almighty Allah, then there is no doubt about it. Let's use taqwa. Let's use taqwa in all our dealings, in whatever we do. Make we use taqwa so that we will get a solid preparation for Ramadan through the mercy of Allah. Now,
Okay, Sheikh. One for tell you plenty thank you. You come up with that one day. So one flare highlight two wisdom or things they will for do before Ramadan and how for prepare for this Ramadan.
the preparation is a spiritual one through the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then you get the physical part of it by the will of Allah, by observing few days of fasting through the mercy of Allah for test your system. If you also don't coincide this, don't coincide, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But look at the spiritual one again, be easy like ta'ala. Try fully no, you inserted with taqwa through the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because that's not the paramount. When you look at the verse in the Quran in chapter number 2, verse number 183, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he make a specific calling for specific people. Bismillah, they say, Ba'ada'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O una who believe. Kutiba alaykum siyam. You don't prescribe law fasting for una in the month of Ramadan. Kama kutiba ala alladhina min qablikum. Just like we prescribe and for the one that will be done before una. La'alakum tatakun. So that una will get taqwa. So Allah don't make a law. He don't make a wajib. He don't make a power for the people who are believers through the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when you look at that call, the Israelite ta'ala is not Bubu Jama call at all, but rather now a special call, special people through the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you need for you taqwa in this preparation. That is why Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, speaking of taqwa, he say, Taqullaha haisul makunta. Una fear Allah, una use taqwa wherever una di. Anything una do through the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, una need for use taqwa by the will of Allah. Why taqwa? Taqwa na the most powerful weapon against the enemy we Allah pronounced to win a Quran, win a shaitan. So if you get taqwa, shaitan save the tire by you. That's why we need for use taqwa in the preparation of Ramadan.
MashaAllah, a very good one. because the taqwa nana the very much important thing, because we know say we Ramadan they come plenty people get way how they prepare for them. Some you dunya preparation, some you body preparation, but the taqwa 91 gets people them we don't prepare. See this that season will be missed last month and now they can done. So Sheikh, tell everybody one day.
What do you mean?
That season film what be miss last month inside this Ramadan.
Nah, they don't. Now. Women say they spend a lot of time at home watching their movies and they
exactly
conscious of the prayer, the timing of it. And Allah don't tell you in Quran say inna salata kanat alal mu'minina kitaban mawquta. Certainly the prayer enjoined upon the believers with a fixed hour. So all of them movies and they will feel say if you missed the last time, they can't make use of them. They say they observe the law fasting, but follow the rulings. They pray on time because they can spend time for watch movie. You go there from morning time. So they say pass and say 10 for breakfast. Before you go breakfast. After that, some might even care less about the tarawih. Yes, it is a sunnah who can call the nafila by the will of Allah, but it's very important. Only you get the blessing of and through the mercy of Allah. And if you observe a lot of fasting, you care less about salah, then I not see you get fasting. Because the prayer is paramount. Look at the 5 pillars of Islam. The Prophet tell you about the 5 pillars. Who made to sabi through the mercy of Allah. But inside in they say, as-salatu imaduddin. You see the prayer and the main pillar of the religion. Women say, whosoever embrace the prayer, you don't embrace your salah. But if you make slack by the prayer, by the will of Allah, you see, whosoever embrace prayer, you don't embrace your deen. You don't hold tight to your deen. But if you slack your prayer, it means you don't slack your religion. So that is why it's important by the will of Allah. This now, one time per year through the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you need to make use of them. The Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, narration tell we say he gets 9 years of Ramadan by the will of Allah. But today there are people they brag and boast for say you don't observe the law fasting for 50 years from the time you begin for keep fast. But if you then check and screen and properly, the season film then ademoko.
Exactly.
May Allah protect us. Amen. Allah. So be easy like ta'ala, brother. We don't have time. Sunday parona tawi now. You know, we'll get a Juma presentation.
Exactly.
But quick one, I want to give an advice to this. Narration tell we say in the month of Ramadan, Allah they change shaitan. So they become active again. And Allah don't tell we say now we enemy by the will of Allah. But yet there are people where shaitan don't charge already. The charging of shaitan they inside it. So even in the law fast inside the month of Ramadan, then they misbehave back. Then they do them bad things say we Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala don't forbid. And the people and now the way the charging of shaitan, they can walk upon them. Not to shaitan again, they would them. Yes, now the charging, then they walk with them. So that is why now you need to forget taqwa in you because Allah don't tell you in Quran. We don't get time. That is why we just try for this summary. In the Quran in chapter number 59, verse 16 to 20. But one for look at 16 only by the will of Allah. Allah they tell you Surah on Hashir bi izni ta'ala. Allah they say كمثل شيطان إذ قال للإنسان اكفر فلما كفر قال إني بريء منك إني أخاف الله رب العالمين. الله أكبر. Allah they advise you about shaitan. Pay attention to this. Allah they say كمثل شيطان إذ قال للإنسان اكفر. It's like a similitude or an example of shaitan to mankind. When shaitan they instruct, they command mortal man say, Ikafur, go lock the bush. Ramadan in the council. Allah Akbar. Ikafur, do all the bad things him. Ikafur, we get a program na them pull them for go pull. And all of the pull them na this country, then get guest rooms. Then they pull for the water. Then the guest rooms are there. After the water pull. Then they go pull haram pull back na then guest rooms and the Allah Akbar. Na shaitan so. But this one great ikfur. They tell us say ikfur. Women say una deny Allah. Ikfur una jump the limit of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ikfur una not listen to Allah. Allahu Akbar. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect we. Then Allah they say we don't have time for we do more analysis just in the ikfur. Be easy like tell about some other time. Inshallah we'll go analyze more. Allah they say falama kafara. As you jump the limit of Allah, where shaitan don't tell you for jump. Falama kafara. As you lock the bush. Now you know the bush will be don't open. Ramadan not for come. Una say una get them bush and they una the lock. Falama kafara. As you do the illegal sexual intercourse with the woman where you not married or the man who no married, you be easy like ta'ala. Qala. Then shaitan they say, Inni bari'u minka. He say, me I know they with you. Allahu Akbar. Shaitan they come out by you. Now they say they regret. 5 minutes, you are done. You don't become a regretful soul. May Allah protect us. And shaitan they go ahead and say, Qala shaitan they say, Inni akhafu Allah rabbal alamin. Shaitan say me I the fear the Rob of the worlds. Allah. Allahu Akbar. So you know fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I don't forget advice to my brothers and sisters, my mama and papa, then please, let we get taqwa in way. They will be conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with that. Shaitan the tap away. The Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam say, Taqullaha. He say, una be conscious of Allah. Taqullaha. Una use taqwa. But anything una they do, ka anaka tamutu gadan. As if una they die tomorrow. Bi-iznillah ta'ala. So by the will of Allah, brother, because of time, the flag will so much more. Bi-iznillah, one for all, yeah. Till another time again, who they get the opportunity and the chance for Kaya through the mercy of Allah.
Okay, Sheikh, before we close, I want to make dua for we, then let's see how the Rebbe go perform the Juma prayer. Bismillah.
Bi-iznillah ta'ala. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر نفثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس مالك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين ربي ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا اللهم اغفر لي ولوالدي وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم حساب اللهم انصرنا أستاذنا اللهم انصرنا في بلد سيراليون اللهم اغفر لهم ورحمهم وافي عنهم ربي اغفر للمسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات اللهم زدنا علما نافعا وقلبا خاش ولسانا ذاكرا وعمل صالح متقبل فحما كثيرا يا رب العالمين اللهم زدنا علما نافعا ورزقا واسعا وهللا طيبا برحمتك يا ارحم الراحمين اللهم انصرنا في بركة القرآن الكريم اللهم انصرنا في بركة رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم اللهم انصرنا في الدنيا وارحمنا في الآخرة إنك على كل شيء قدير اللهم انصرنا من نصر دين اللهم انصرنا من نصر دين واغزل من خزل من المسلمين آمين يا رب العالمين توكلت على الله لا حول لا قوة إلا بالله العظيم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. One for tell the Sheikh. Plenty thank you for this short reminder we don't give you. We hope and pray that Allah will bless them for we and the dua we don't make, Allah will accept them for we, inshallah. And of course, as we see, Juma for perform. Bismillah, Ta'ala, I believe see after which we get another programs them. We na Islamic programs them we get for come on board. So stay tuned, stay connected. This is your favorite radio, Voice of Salon Radio and TV network. Assalamu alaikum.
Voice of Salon Radio, 91.9 FM.
Voice of peace, peace. A program for we, for make we faith increase, making all the increase. So tune to Voice of Salon every day. Voice of peace. Tune to Voice of Salon every day. Voice of Salon. I dey joke with many things, but not with me radio. I'm radio.